Danke. Mein Siegerhuf. Okay. So we cry 'cause we're made of water, and it salt is our debt to the sweat of our fathers, and our mothers bled us, and to this light screaming where blood tastes of metal and tears make us rust. How could you love me? I ain't done nothing. My wounds are my prison. I'm suckling fear. Oh, woman, what can I do? Your heart has gone dry, and I can't get through. Oh, lover, go on and cry me all the waters of this world, and I'll row you home. You're a feather on the breath of your fear. You want trust, but you'll settle for safety. I just want you near. Let it fly, all your pride, your secrets, and to the light a startled dove. Let it rain on the desert of all your fevers and grieving. My love, how could you love me? I ain't done nothing. My wounds are my prison. I'm suckling fear. Oh, woman, what can I do? Your heart has gone dry, and I can't get through. Oh, lover, go on and cry me all the waters of this world, and I'll row you home. Of a garden asleep in the dust, the drought of your shame, the echo of us. What I am most truly is what I am with you, but your heart has gone dry, and I can't get through. Oh, lover, go on and cry me all the waters of this world, and I'll row you home. You are the thirst in me, darling, but what can I do? Your heart has gone dry, and I can't get through. Oh, lover, go on and cry me all the waters of this world, and I'll row you home. Danke. Vielen Dank. Whoa, ho, 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 whoa, ho, ho, ho. I don't believe in hope to see us through these times. I believe in here and now. You and I, your faith and mine. Well, brighter days may come, maybe so, but this I know. Today I see, I feel, I breathe, and in you I do believe. Believe in me, believe in me, believe in me. Here, believe in me now. Believe in me, yes, believe in me. Whoa, ho, 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 whoa, ho, 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 ho. Well, heaven, you're a thief. And still we call you friend. You take all we love away, and we grieve and grieve again. But we let each other go, we let each other leave. What else are we to do? What are we to believe? Believe in me, please. Believe in me, please. Believe in me. Here, believe in me now. Believe in me, yes. Believe in me, please. Believe in me, please. Believe in me. Believe in me, please. Believe in me, please. Believe in me. Believe in me. I put my trust in my kind. Yeah, my kind, my humankind. This skin we're in but do not own. This borrowed breath, this life on loan. And the sun, the moon, the sea. And in you I do believe. Once around the sun, these days roll into one you must never look back. Back will only slow you down. Down you step into the stream, but the stream has been and gone like faces in a crowd you may never see again. Believe in me, oh believe in me, believe in me, believe in me, please. Believe in me, believe in me. Believe in me, oh, believe in me, believe in me, oh, 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 Thank you. Danke fürs Kommen. That's all my Deutsch. Mein Name ist Aaron English aus Nashville, Tennessee. There are 40,000 singer-songwriters in Nashville, Tennessee. And then another 70,000 musicians. So in a city of 700,000 people. It's great. I love it. Some of those songwriters are touring like me, but many, they just stay in Nashville. They write songs all day. sometimes 4 or 5 songs a day. That's a lot of songs. And they're all trying to write that one song that will pay for the house and the car, and their children's house and car, and their children's house and car. It only takes one song. So I'll play you some songs that I wrote with some of the 40,000 people in Nashville who are professional songwriters. When you are writing 5 songs a day, you must write very quickly. And sometimes you're writing with 4 or 5 different people every day. So you travel from a woonzimmer to a record company, to a publishing company, to a recording studio, and you have 2 or 3 hours. So you must move very quickly. Sometimes you do not even know the people you are writing with. So they're strangers. Hi, how are you? And then let's write about the most painful breakup of my life. I don't know you, but let's cry together. I wrote this song with Tim Miles, a Chicago singer-songwriter who moved to Nashville, and we decided to write about the glühwürmchen, the fireflies. We call them fireflies or lightning bugs. They're so beautiful. In the summer, in the evening, they rise out of the grass like stars on their way to the sky. It's magic. We also wanted to write about that bottle of wine that you've been saving to drink for that special occasion. And you save it for years. What if you just make tonight special? What if you just went ahead and decided tonight's the night and you drank that bottle of wine? Don't wait. If you wait too long, you never drink the bottle of wine. We wrote this just before the pandemic, and then, of course, the pandemic gave us 2 years of nothing to do but drink that bottle of wine. Perfect. So, this is about drinking that bottle of wine and watching the glühwürmchen glue. Fireflies glow. My mind is moving like a traffic jam. I feel like I'm running on empty. Been too focused on all of my plans to see you there in front of me. Well, honey, let's split that bottle of wine. For once, we ain't got no place to go. Let's just sip that sweet sunshine. Watch it turn into the fireflies glow. Turn into the fireflies glow. Turn into the fireflies glow. So why don't we turn off the NPR? We listen and we worry and we don't get far. We worry and we wait all life long, but the wine's no good when you're dead and gone. So let the world keep it rolling, I'm just gonna hold you tight. Yeah, tonight, 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 tonight. Oh, tonight, 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 tonight. Do you remember a time when every hour was endless? We could count every star in the sky and laugh till we were breathless. Honey, I think we're out of the wine. Where did this evening go? I think it got lost, caught in your eyes, shining like the fireflies glow. Shining like the fireflies glow. Shining like the fireflies glow. I think we still got some PBRs. Life's been moving a million miles an hour. Ba-da, we worry and we wait all life long, and then one day you're dead and gone. So let the world keep you rolling, I'm just gonna hold you tight. Yeah, tonight, 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 tonight. Oh, tonight, 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 tonight. Ba ba da ba. Ba ba da ba. Life is like a bottle of wine. It's so much better when you take your time. So let's whistle with the wind to our favorite tune and raise a glass to the man in the moon. And let the world keep it rolling. Let the world keep it rolling on and on. Let the world keep it rolling, and I'm just gonna hold you tight. Oh, tonight, 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 tonight. Yeah, tonight, 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 tonight. Ah, 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 Thank you. Thank you. Most musicians and songwriters in Nashville are country western musicians, and their dream is to play with Garth Brooks, Luke Bryan. Their dream is to write a hit for Lainey Wilson. I don't know any of those people, and I don't write country. Since the pandemic, but even before that, people have been moving to Nashville because it's beautiful and because it's a music city. During the pandemic, the people of New York and Chicago and Los Angeles realized I don't have to pay all of this money to live here. I don't have to put up with the famous Chicago winters, the famous New York winters. I can move south and have a bigger house and work from home, and the children can have a pool and it's warmer. And so they moved to Atlanta or Charlotte or Nashville. So there's a lot more Los Angeles music business and a lot more Los Angeles musicians in Nashville now, and I like it. It's not just country anymore. Many of these writers are also writing for film and television and Werbung. So they're writing for the new Zancreme commercial, the new laundry soap commercial, or the Deadpool movie trailer, or my favorite is the montage at the end of Grey's Anatomy, which is 3.5 minutes of someone crying and no talking, and it's just your song. That's the best. That's what you want most of all. Or a Super Bowl commercial, which is watched by, 500 million people. So we wrote this song. We hope that it becomes the next toothpaste commercial or Ryan Reynolds movie commercial, or we also wrote this for America. We are hoping that Americans remember that we have more in common than we do have differences. And I hope that Americans remember that soon. It's been an interesting 10 years. So I wrote this with a woman who has had many TV songs. So you may know her music, but she doesn't tour, and you never see her face, but you hear her songs. Patricia Bahia. We wrote this around a quote from Martin Luther King, which is, "We may not be in the same boat, but we are all in the same storm." This is called Better Together. We didn't come here on the same boat, but we're all in the same storm now, tossed in troubled water, trying to get across it and make it to the morning. I see the sun rising up above the dark horizon. If we put our hearts together, there's no storm that we can't weather. There's nothing we can't do. Get together, get together. We can make it better if we get together. Sisters, brothers, love each other. We can make heaven wherever we are. 'Cause everything's better when we get together. Everything's better when we get together. The future is ours, it's brighter than ever. Oh, oh, oh. Every day we're writing the future. So close you can feel it. Our hopes and our dreams, yeah, they are coming into view. We all belong, the frail and the strong, the young and the old, the quiet and the bold, forgivers and forgiven, join it all together, we can weather any storm. Get together, get together. We can make it better if we get together. Sisters, brothers, love each other. We can make heaven wherever we are. 'Cause everything's better when we get together. Everything's better when we get together. The future is ours, it's brighter than ever. Oh, oh, oh. Get together, get together, get together, get together, get together. Get together, oh, oh, oh. Every day we're writing the future. So close you can feel it. Our hopes and our dreams, yeah, they are coming into view. Thank you. Cheers. Danke. Ein mehr Lieder aus Nashville. Dieses Lied ist ein a country song. It's a country song. It's my one country song. I have a friend, John Hadley. He is 83 years old, and he has been writing country hits since he was 19. So you go into his little house in Nashville, and on one wall it's all gold and platinum records from Garth Brooks, Trisha Yearwood, Dixie Chicks. And the other wall is all black books with no names on them. The entire wall. And this is all songs that he has written since he was 19. 64 years worth of songs. And when you come into the house, he asks, "What would you like to write about today?" And you tell him, and he takes a blank black book from that wall, and he opens it, and he takes a pen, and he says, "Okay, play something." So you sit down and you play for 10 minutes, and then he says, "Okay, stop. Here's what I got." And he starts reading the lyrics that he has written. And that is the beginning of a hit country song. You put a melody to his lyric ideas, and a few hours later you have a finished song. So this is the one country song I have written. I thought, what do you put in a country song? A truck, an old hound dog, a girl who left you. Yeah. A train in the distance. I couldn't fit the truck and the dog, but this is called Leaving Train. Yeah. Piano. I'm chasing a leaving train, rolling down the line, carrying the one I love, leaving me behind. She's got all her memories locked outside her heart. I don't know where to go from here now that we're apart. Somewhere in the distance, I hear the engine whine. Take a lot of cold, cold nights to get her off my mind. Staring at an empty house, knowing I'm to blame. This is when the lonely go for a walk in the rain. I never saw eyes like hers till the day we met. I swear that I heard angels sing a song you can't forget. She meant all the world to me. She knew I loved her so. But she'd be on that train when the whistle blow. Somewhere in the distance, I hear the engine whine. Take a lot of cold, cold nights to get her off my mind. I'm chasing a leaving train, rolling down the line, carrying the one I love, leaving me behind. Carrying the one I love, leaving me behind. Thank you. Thank you. I'm drinking a lot of water. This German summer is amazing. This is my second concert today. I was in Greifenbroich. Outside, and the stage was in full sun. So hot that my piano, not this piano, but another electric clavier, it started malfunctioning. Yeah, not fun. And meanwhile, I was turning red from the sun. Terrible, this German summer. Yeah. And it was a corporate party. So as I played more songs, they got more drunk. I sell CDs and T-shirts. They are out here. And people were buying CDs and T-shirts at the end of my Greifenbroich concert, and someone came up to me and said, $50 for the shirt you're wearing. So I said, okay, and I took it off and I handed it to him. And everyone around us went, this is a corporate party, so everyone's going. And they started talking in German, and my German is not great. I asked for a translation, and I was told that, well, the ladies are trying to decide how much for you to take your pants off next. So it was a good party. It is always nice to sell the shirts that are actually for sale, but if you like this shirt, come talk to me. This is a song that I wrote during the pandemic. It's about watching out for each other. It's called Safe. Be my inspiration when I need one, and I will be your strength when you've got none. Be my courage when I'm feeling hopeless, and I will be your healer when you're broken. We are not in this alone. Together we will find our way back home. Hey, we will keep each other safe as the world around us breaks. We will keep each other strong as the world falls all around. When it all comes undone, when it seems our hope is gone, we'll find a way. Hey, when you don't have tears enough for all your crying, when I've got nothing to show for all my trying, when you're drowned out by the voices, well, sometimes all that noise is just your mind. We are not in this alone. Together we will find our way back home. Hey, we will keep each other safe as the world around us breaks. We will keep each other strong as the world falls all around. When it all comes undone, when it seems our hope is gone, we'll find a way. Hey, we will keep each other safe as the world around us breaks. We are not in this alone. Together we will find our way back home. Hey, we will keep each other safe as the world around us breaks. We will keep each other safe. We will keep each other safe when it all comes undone, when it seems our hope is gone, as the world is falling down, as the world is falling down, we'll find a way. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. One more Nashville song. I was asked to write a song for the Mahatma Gandhi. His grandson was coming to town to talk about peace and to tell stories of his grandfather. His grandson is 89 years old and still touring the world, talking about his memory of his grandfather. He is the only person in his family that has any memory of his grandfather. When he was 7, he spent a year living with him and traveling throughout India. His name is Aaron Gandhi. And when he came to Nashville, I was asked to write a song to welcome him. This is it. I call it Peaceful Weapon. And it is based on something that an Egyptian peace activist said. He said, music is a weapon of peace. This peace activist is a pop star in Egypt. And a decade ago, when the Egyptian revolution happened and millions of people gathered in Cairo to protest, he came with his guitar. And these millions of people who came from all over Egypt, they spoke different languages. They had different religions. Some of them, their tribes had been enemies for thousands of years, hundreds of years. So he traveled from group to group, from camp to camp, learning the songs of each people. And then as they gathered in the square in front of the presidential palace to demand that the president step down, he taught everyone each other's songs so that they could have something to unite them. He said, music is a weapon of peace. This is a peaceful weapon. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Music is older than words, and it's thicker than blood, and it's stronger than fear. So I could play in the strings of my heart, hoping that somebody will hear. I'm playing it loud because the fate of the world is balanced on the edge of a knife. All I have is my voice to cut through the noise. That is where my power lies. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Everybody wants to be heard, but no one's in a hurry to understand. We scream and we fight with all of our might instead of letting each other in. I see hope in the sunrise, in the promise of another day, where I could stand on the front lines with my brothers and sisters, united in the face of hate. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. And if we change hearts, we can change minds. And if we change minds, we can change the world. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Music is the most peaceful weapon in the world. Thank you. Thank you. Danke fürs Kommen. Two more songs and then eine kleine Pause. And then I will play another set. This is not my song. This is a Beatles song. I am very grateful for the Beatles loaning me this song because it was my biggest hit. It was a number 4 on the rock radio charts in Italy. I had never been to Italy. But that is the power of YouTube, where any song with a touch of a button can be played almost anywhere in the world. So this is a John Lennon song, but I've messed with it. And the Italians liked it. I hope you do too. once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? A Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. But I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on a rug, biding my time and drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. Was alone, this bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good? A Norwegian wood. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. It is beautiful outside, and you are in here. Thank you. Einmal Lieder und eine kleine Pause. This is a cowboy song, not from Nashville, it's from Kenya. This is a song that I learned when I founded my music charity. So for the last 10 years, I have run a charity that supports music schools for kids in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda. And thank you, thank you. And last year, the Goethe Institute supported us sending 3,000 instruments from here to our music schools, which is amazing. So thank you, Goethe Institute. I spent one of my tours not only playing concerts, which is already hard, but as I as people arrived at the concerts, they would bring donated instruments. So I would have a rental car that I tour. I pick up at the Frankfurt airport and I load my clavier and my speaker boxes and my clothes. And then I also had everything that was donated. And every week or so I would circle back to Wiesbaden to a storage unit and put it in there. When it was full, the German government came and took it away, and it magically appeared in Kenya. So thank you. Your tax money at work. And an amazing, I think a very important gesture, because it really does build bridges between people. So we now have German musicians and producers working with remotely with the kids in the schools in East Africa. So this is how we make the world smaller and more friendly. Sure. Yeah. Thank you. One guitar at a time. This is a song from the Luo people. They are cowboys. They have cows and goats and camels. And this is a song they sing every evening because it needs to rain every evening. And when it does, that is the cue to be done for the day. The lyrics in Luo are, "Children, the rain is coming. Go get the cows and come to bed." The importance of the rain, it's difficult to emphasize too hard, because it must rain every evening so that the grass will grow, so that the cows have something to eat, so that you will have something to eat. So this is more than just, the rain is coming, let's go home. It's, oh, thank God the rain has come. Okay, now let's go home and go to bed. Dieses Lied ist Der Regen kommt, or in Luo, Kothbiro, the rain is coming. Ha ye ha ye, ha ye ha ye, ha ye ha ye. Ha ye ha ye, ha ye ha ye, ha ye ha ye. Aum pum him cha, Kothbiro, keruru voketala. Aum pum him cha, Kothbiro, keruru voketala. Ha ye ha ye, ha ye, ha ye ha ye, ha ye, ha ye ha ye, ha ye ha ye, ha ye, ha ye ha ye, ha ye. Haye, haye. Ahum pumim cha, Kothbiro, keruru voketala. Ahum pumim cha, Kothbiro, keruru voketala. Ha ye ha ye, ha ye, ha ye ha ye, ha ye, ha ye ha ye. Ha ye ha ye, ha ye, ha ye ha ye, ha ye, ha ye ha ye. Toya yunatendo gie, on colono cigarunade, Kothbiro keruru voketala. Toya yunatendo gie, on colono cigarunade, Kothbiro keruru voketala. Auma bomimja. Kothbiro keruru voketala. Auma bomimja. Kothbiro keruru voketala. Ha yeah, 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 ha yeah. Higher, 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 higher. Thank you. Thank you. Vielen Dank. Und jetzt, eine kleine Pause, ein bisschen Pause. I'll see you. How long is this pause? 10 minutes, 15? He says yes. See you soon. Another Nashville song. There are trees called magnolias. And in the summer, Nashville is so hot and so wet that the magnolias bloom, these huge flowers. And everything everywhere smells like magnolia for days. This is called The Story of Us. How would you tell the story of us? The promises broken, the dreams left to rust, the bridges on fire, we built them with trust. That's how you tell it, the story of us. We call it love, but it feels like a war. I don't mind the fighting, I just don't know what for. You talk of leaving, but where would you go? The places you remember disappeared long ago. Our hearts will break, we patch them back up. With these patchwork sails, we steer ourselves through the story of us. Magnolia perfume, the moon on the water. The starting is easy, the endings are hard. Sparks from the fire, they disappear in the stars. That's how you tell it, that's how we are. Our hearts will break, we patch them back up. With these patchwork sails, we steer ourselves through the story of us. The damned and the damaged, making love in the dust. Hell yes, that's the beautiful mess we call the story of us. The damned and the damaged, making love in the dust. Hell yes, that's the beautiful mess we call the story of us. That's all the story of us. Thank you. Thank you. If he is the sun and she is the sea in which he bathes, from every dawn to every dusk of every day. If she is the boat and he is the breath that fills the gale, the crest and fall of trust and thrall, the billowing sail. If he is the sextant, she is the stars by which he guides, from slumbering sea to port at every eventide. If she is the gull and he is the sanguine song she cries, a wistful wordless question posed to sea and sky. If he is the halcyon calm, then she's a summer storm that drowns him in her furious skin, hungry, wild, and warm. Ripples in the deep blue quiet places of our hearts, tumbling in the deep blue quiet places of our hearts. Every ocean has its depths that we could never hope to chart. It is here that we have anchored every secret of our hearts. If he is the stream and she is the tale his babbling tells, the dream of every desert, every empty well. If she is the cliffs and he is the waves that shatter here, steal with a stone in hopes of creeping near. True unity is impossible, we understand, but this doesn't stop the sea and shore from mingling in the sand. The wonder of the current, the winding of the eel, whale song to siren's call, to sunken soul, to sailor's reel, to the whisper of the tide. They speak of mysteries so far below the ebb and flow, so deep within the human heart, where only love can go. The reefs and wrecks where all our treasures hide. Ripples in the deep blue quiet places of our hearts, tumbling in the deep blue quiet places of our hearts. Every ocean has its depths that we could never hope to chart. It is here that we have anchored every secret of our hearts. Vanishing breath they into the waves, for only the drowned can be saved. The weight of their trust shall carry them swift, so deep below the ebb and flow in their hearts' dark terrain. Danke. Thank you. How was your break? Good. Thank you for coming back. I wrote this song at the very beginning of the pandemic. I've been touring in Europe, mostly Western Germany, for 7 years, 11 tours. And one of those tours, I had 53 concerts scheduled, which is amazing. And I booked them all myself. It would have been a 2-month tour. This was the beginning of March 2020. And there was talk of this thing called Corona, and the American government said, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So I had this tour planned. I flew over to Frankfurt on March 9th, 2020. And as I arrived at Frankfurt Airport, I pulled up the news on my phone, and it said the American government shuts down 98% of all American international airports. As I'm arriving in Frankfurt, I tried to play 3 concerts in there. It was interesting. And then I was in Europe for 2 weeks wondering what to do next, because I don't know if you remember this, but at that time we were thinking maybe it will be 2 weeks. It wasn't 2 weeks. Finally, the American government said, if you don't want to be stuck outside of America, maybe you should come home. So I bought a very expensive ticket, and I rode a very empty plane back to, there were only 5 or 6 airports open in the States for international flights. And this one was Newark, New Jersey. There were more staff on the flight than there were passengers. And they had all of this food, so every 15 minutes they'd come around with the car, would you like some more chicken curry? Yes. We landed in Newark, and there was a team of doctors and scientists waiting at the door, dressed in these suits, like in E.T. As we came out, they were giving us these plastic-wrapped pens, and we had to write down where we were and where we were going. We ended up, all of us who had flown into Newark Airport then had to get to where we were actually going. So it was a quiet airport, but those of us who were there were watching the flights get canceled all around America. And we were hoping that eventually we could get to our separate destinations. One of the people I was waiting with was a very small Russian ballroom dancer. And she was a professional ballroom dancer from St. Petersburg, Russia. She had just flown from there. She was trying to get home to St. Petersburg, Florida, which is so strange and wonderful. But to get there, she needed to first go to Los Angeles and pick up her cat and her clothing and her car and drive on the Interstate 10, which starts in Los Angeles and ends in Florida. So I don't know what happened, but I hope she got to Los Angeles. And it would have been a beautiful drive, I think, because at the beginning of the pandemic, everything was so quiet. What an amazing, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see America from Los Angeles to Florida. I wrote this song thinking of her and her journey. This is called Silent America. Is that going to... I don't want this to hit against the piano. Is that all right? There. We'll see. Well, the lights are all out at the Hollywood Bowl. And the highways are as empty as Los Angeles' soul. And the sunrise repaints the San Gabriels in gold. My silent America. Past El Paso, the pump jacks are quiet and still. An army of giants asleep on the hills. I'm alone in the world in a West Texas motel. My silent America. It's just me and the quiet out here. And the stars are so close and so clear. And the air is so clean, it makes you dizzy to breathe in my silent America. In New Orleans, the hustlers have given up the tracks. Those Bourbon Street boys, they ain't coming back. And the miles roll behind me in a ribbon of black. My silent America. It's just me and the quiet out here. And the stars are so close and so clear. And the air is so clean, makes you dizzy to breathe in my silent America. And every moment's a lifetime, every hour's an eternity. And the moon seems surprised to be rising over my silent America. No trucks at the truck stop, no planes in the air. As I cross into Florida, the moon disappeared. And I'm guessing that Christmas is canceled this year. My silent America. My silent America. My silent America. Thank you. Thank you. Americans like to drive. When we get to Europe as singer-songwriters and we tour, when we're putting our tours together, we look at Paris one day, Rome the next. That sounds fine. Berlin to Munich, sure. And some of it is maybe desperation. And your very first tours, you'll take anything. And then your tours look like this. And we do love to drive, and we live in such a big country. During the pandemic, I took lots of long drives. What else was there to do? Well, it was a chance for us to see the country, maybe that we hadn't seen before. It's so hard to see all of America. It's so big. This is a song about just going and discovering. We talk about the freedom of the road because so much of America it feels empty. I can feel free to just go. Americans are big on the idea of freedom, and a lot of it has to do with a big car going fast, or a motorcycle going fast, and the wind in your hair, and no obligations. This is called Let's Get Lost Again. We made it through, I don't know how. That tragedy is over now. We can finally breathe again. We gave up traveling together while we were hiding from bad weather. But now the sun is out. Let's get lost again. Let's get lost again. But I don't care if we never get back. I don't care if we never get back. I don't care if we never get back home. As long as I'm with you. I feel the knots coming untied. Something is opening inside. And now the sun is out. Ooh, let's get lost again. Let's get lost again. Let's get lost again. Let's get lost again. And I don't care if we never get back. I don't care if we never get back. I don't care if we never get back home. As long as I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is another American song. I'm giving you a tour of America with these songs. This is New York State, but 1,000 years ago, a man in a village from the Mohawk tribe, he started walking. And he walked for 30 years. And every place that he came to where there were people, every village, he asked them to become peaceful, bury their weapons in the ground, and join together in a nation that he had a dream of a nation. It took him 30 years, but he created what is now called the Iroquois nation. And it's made up of 5 tribes that live in what is now New York State and a little bit of Canada. This man was a Mohawk chief, and he saw what was possible for an area of the world that was celebrating war. These 5 tribes were known for being great warriors, amazing warriors, and war was a point of pride for him. And he was saying, "How about we never make war again?" 1,000 years later, they're still peaceful. They're still a nation within the United States. And they're the oldest democracy that we know of. So the ideas that he had for what we now call democracy were used as the inspiration for the French government, the American government, and then hundreds of governments around the world since then. So his ideas 1,000 years ago for a society of people who are equal are still being used all over the world today. To honor this man, the people of the Iroquois just call him the Peacemaker. So this song is called Peacemaker. Away, hey, away, aha, away, aha, away, aha, away, aha, guya, away, aha, yo-way, ho, yo-way, ho, way, ho, away, aha, away, aha, away, aha, away, aha, guya, away, aha, yo-way, ho, yo-way, ho, way, ho. I will be the peacemaker, a fire that will burn forever, two rivers running on together, and you will know my name. We will sing the high, high song of peace, and bury our weapons deep in the Onondaga dirt. And this I know, four winds will blow, the rivers will flow, and we will lay our weapons down. We are here, away, aha, away, aha. Away, yaha, away, yaha, guya, away, yaha, yo-way, ho, yo-way, ho, way, ho, away, yaha, away, yaha, away, yaha, away, yaha, guya, away, yaha, yo-way, ho, yo-way, ho, way, ho. I will be the eagle high above, watching over the wide roots of love. And to the north, the south, the east, and to the west we send this peace. 5 arrows on the evening breeze, we will fly forever true. And this I know, 4 winds will blow, the rivers will flow, and we will lay our weapons down. We are here, away, aha, away, aha, away, aha, away, aha, guya, away, aha, yo-way, ho, yo-way, ho, way, ho. Away, yaha, away, yaha, away, yaha, guya, away, yaha, yo-way, ho, yo-way, ho, way, ho. Away, yaha, away, yaha, away, yaha, away, yaha, guya, away, yaha, yo-way, ho, yo-way, ho, way, ho. Away, yaha, yahoo. Thank you. I'm from Seattle originally, before Nashville. I was asked to write a song for a pig sanctuary, which, if you know anything about Seattle, it's a pig sanctuary kind of place. They host what are called pot-bellied pigs. They're the Vietnamese pigs that back in the 90s, everyone wanted as a pet because they're so cute and they're just like dogs, and then they get to be this big. And no one wants their pot-bellied pig anymore. So I was asked to write a song for a fundraiser for this organization. So I wrote a song honoring and celebrating animals, but also honoring and celebrating the animals within us, the animals that we are. Underneath our civilized skin is, we have so much in common with other animals. I wanted to celebrate that. This is called Wild at Heart. I am just an animal. My nest is called a cubicle. I work to keep my belly full, but I'm wild at heart. I am prey for predators, a debtor to my creditors. Write my letters to the editors, but nothing ever changes. And this crowded world's grown very small. And we stay wild beneath it all. We shave our faces, keep our nails clean. We migrate when the light turns green. This pack runs on gasoline. We are wild at heart. We hold our creature comforts dear and shed our crocodile tears. It's survival of the fittest here. We are wild at heart. And this crowded world's grown very small. And we stay wild beneath it all. Coyote in the cul-de-sac. He watches me and I watch back, while Eden pushes through the pavement cracks. This world is wild at heart. Wild at heart. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you. I have a few more songs for you. Here in this room, we're miles from each other. Nothing feels true. It's like we're on opposite ends of the world. Crossing the desert, crossing the sea. I'm searching for you, you're searching for me. Crossing the desert, crossing the sea. This life is a strange country. Oh, I wander alone, all on my own. If you are my home, then how can it be? If you're here with me, I feel so far from whoever you are. Somehow you survive my peaks and my valleys, and oh, I endure the hunger and thirst you put me through. Crossing the desert, crossing the sea. You're searching for me and me for you. Oh, you are a secret, you keep it too well. I am a stranger to myself. Crossing the desert, crossing the sea. The sweet mystery of you and me. Whatever I do, all roads lead to you. Whatever I do, all roads lead to you. What else can I do? All roads roads lead to you. Oh, you're everywhere from here, love. Yeah, you're everywhere from here. You're everywhere from here, love. Yeah, you're everywhere from here. Wherever you go, you know I will follow. All of my years, a life as long as the world is wide. Only the moon and stars is my witness. Only the moon and stars is my guide. Only the moon and stars is my witness. Only the moon and sun and stars. You circle me like the sun. The sun will set and the sun will return. You circle me like the sun. The sun will set and the sun will return. You circle me like the sun. The sun will set and the sun will return. Whatever I do, all roads lead to you. Whatever I do, all roads lead to you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to play another John Lennon song. I've never played this live. I thought now would be as good a time as any.
I am the walrus.
Revolution number 9, actually. At the beginning of the pandemic, because that tour was canceled, suddenly there was... those of us who toured for a living had no idea when we would be able to tour again, and we needed something else, so we started live streaming. 4 years later, I'm still live streaming. And it's different, very different from being on tour, because sometimes you're playing to the same people for every concert. On a concert tour, you may go Copenhagen to Kiel, to Lübeck, to Hamburg, to Hanover, and along the way, you're seeing new people every night. And they haven't heard you play the same song over and over. With a live stream, it's many of the same people. Some people who were here tonight, actually, would show up every Saturday. Thank you, guys. Great. It was always great to see you. And it would be people from Honolulu all the way to Nairobi and Krakow, and we all became friends on Facebook Live. So for 2 years, that was our concert opportunity. I had to learn a lot of new songs because it was often the same people over and over. I started doing this thing where I would combine songs. I would take a song, 2 songs that had something in common, and then find a way to blend them together. A lot of fun. I won't tell you what the second song is, although those of you watching on the live stream may already know because the title's right there in the lower half of the screen. But this is, it starts out as a John Lennon classic and becomes something else. I love trying to fit 2 songs together because sometimes they become something greater than the sum of their parts, like a good marriage. All of a sudden they inform each other. You know this one, but you don't know where it's going. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. One love, one life, one need in the night. That's one love, we get to share it. It leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Imagine there's no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Love is a temple, love a higher law. Love is a temple, love a higher law. You ask me to enter, but then you make me crawl. But I can't keep holding on to what you got, when all you got is hurt. One love, one love, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. One life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you. Dieses Lied ist Vogellohne Flügel. When we were doing the live streams every week during the pandemic, this song was requested every week. It's a freedom song. It's a song about 4 birds in a cage. And one of them was born without wings. So the question I ask with this song is, what does freedom look like for those of us who were born without wings? When I wrote this, I was thinking of Nelson Mandela. He was a political prisoner for 27 years. And his first words when he was released from prison were, "I was never a prisoner." That is, you can put me in prison, but you cannot make me a prisoner. Vogel ohne Flügel. This is the story of a wingless bird. She lived with 3 ordinary birds in a cage, so I heard. Her home was the floor of the cage, and theirs high on their perch. But they would sing of the wonders they'd seen and they'd heard. And the wingless ones saw the wide world through their words. The cage was their prison, freedom was their fate. So the wingless one listened as the other's plans were made. One day the cage was open and the first bird escaped. He flew around the house till he was caught, his dreams betrayed. And that was the end of the first bird's escapade. And isn't it strange how in this day and age we lock up our hearts like birds in a cage? The second bird waited until the moment was right, fled the cage out the front door and into the night. Into the wide open sky, oh, the sweet gift of flight. He flew back to get his friends. Oh, follow me, I'll be your guide. That's when he hit the window, broke his wings and his pride. The third bird he watched as this all went on. He said, escape is impossible, I'll stay here, but I'm gone. So his body remained, but his heart was withdrawn. He just sat on his perch, and he never sang his songs. And no desire, no fear touched him from that moment on. And isn't it strange how in this day and age we lock up our hearts like birds in a cage? Oh, the cats knocked the lid off the cage last night. One bird got eaten, the others died of fright. Except for the wingless one, yeah, she was all right. She stayed calm, though she knew she couldn't fly, couldn't fight. She just stood in the corner and stayed out of sight. And isn't it strange how in this day and age we lock up our hearts like birds in a cage? The fourth bird, the wingless bird, never tried to flee. So the floor of the cage was all she'd ever see. She said, isn't it strange how in this day and age we rail against our lives like we're birds in a cage? I'm a wingless bird, that's all I'll ever be. And the cats may come hunting, but they'll never find me. 'Cause I may live in this cage, but my soul flies free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. I wasn't sure what to do when I was asked to put together the set list because we are live streaming this. They wanted to know what the name of each song so they could put it on the screen. And then I thought, what if there's a Zugabe? So I put this song on there as the Zugabe. Just in case you liked the concert and wanted to hear one more song. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. It is warm in here. It's beautiful outside, but you chose to be in here. Ein Mehrlieder, ein Schlaflieder. This is a good night song in English. Schlaflieder is lullaby. So this is lullaby. Love is love. Time is time. Impossible to define. Past is past. Line for line. And it's getting so hard to find. Oh, which side is mine? And when I cannot hold you, when I cannot feel you, when I cannot hear you cry, oh, I'll sing you to sleep. I'll sing you to sleep. I'll sing you to sleep. A lullaby, a lullaby, a lullaby. Lost my will, lost my power, and I seem to get up to fall down, and I don't know when, and I don't know how. All I know is now. All I know is now. And if you need to leave me, if it's all collapsing, let your tired body down, and I'll sing you to sleep. I'll sing you to sleep. I'll sing you to sleep. A lullaby, a lullaby, a lullaby. I'll sing you to sleep. 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 I'll sing a lullaby. I'll sing a lullaby. Gute Nacht. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thanks to Philip and Martin and to all of the volunteer crew that is making this happen. This is absolute magic. Well done. And thank you for being here. It is so important to have cities that are not Cologne and Munich and Berlin as places where you can go and have culture, have art, have music. It's important not only for the people who live here, but for the artists, because there are only so many Colognes and Munichs and Berlins and New Yorks and Chicagos. And the parking is so much better here. So thank you, Philip and Martin. Well done. Thank you again for coming. Cheers. see you, I do. See you, I do. Oh, I am coming down like the sun into the water now. Oh, I am coming down like a dove into a world of shells. Oh, I'm coming down like a dove. Oh, like a dove. Oh, I'm coming down like a dove. Oh, like a dove. Oh, if you catch me, I won't need to fall. Oh, if you catch me, I won't need to fall so far. 'Cause I see you now, holding your pain, drawn in the front. And I do feel you now, like you're a part of me somehow. And I hear you now, holding your pain without a sound. Oh, well, I would be with you now. We could be smiling into the dawn. Oh, I'm coming down like a dove. Oh, like a dove. Oh, if you catch me, I won't need to fall. Oh, if you catch me, I won't need to fall so far. 'Cause I learned I can fly. Oh, as I learned I can fall. I learned I can't fly. Oh, as I learned I can fall. Oh, I learned I can't fly. Oh, as I learned I can fall. Oh, I learned I can't fly. As I learned I can fall. Oh, oh, so far. So far. I don't wanna fall. So far, so far, so far. I don't wanna fall so far. Oh, I am coming down like the sun into the water now. Oh, I am coming down like a dove into a world of shells. Oh, I'm coming down like a dove. Oh, like a dove. Oh, I'm coming down like a dove. See you, see you, see you, I do. See you, see you, see you, I do. See you, I do. See you, I do. See you, see you, see you, I do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Danke. And please, one more round of applause for all of this crew. There's, what, a dozen people working hard for you tonight. Thank you again for being here. Let's all get outside where it's a little cooler. I'll see you out there.